Welcome once again PS Academy aspirants. Today we are going to discuss ratio and proportion part 2. As in the part 1 we have already discussed what is ratio and then how it is compared. Then in part 2 we have discussed about the ratio in simplest form. That means simplest form. Okay, simplest form of ratio. We have discussed simplest form of ratio. As you know, then simplest form, it is also known as the reduced, or it is also known as the lowest, and it is also known as the standard. A ratio is to be, that means in the simplest form, a ratio is said to be in its simplest form. It's said to be in its simplest form. That means, as you know that simplest form, when we are dividing, when you find the simplest form of a fraction, that means what? That means the common factor between numerator and denominator is 1. Here also, the ratio is said to be in the simplest form if its term, that means if its term have no common factor other than 1. If its two term, if its terms have no common factor, other than 1, other than other than 1. That means what? If the two numbers having common factor is 1, it is also known as the co-prime number, as you know that. But the ratio is the simplest form, or also called the ratio in the lowest form. The simplest form is also called the lowest form or reduced form. Lowest form, it is also known as the lowest form. If I say A by B, the ratio A is to B are in the lowest form, that means the common factor between A and B is 1. Then the common factor between A is to B is, if I say 3 is to 5, then 3 by 5, as you know, both the 3 and 5 are the prime number, and the common factor between 3 and 5 is 1. But if I am saying 12 by 15 are in the lowest form, then list. How you check? First you find if the common factor means the SCF of numerator and denominator, or the SCF of A by B is 1, then we can say that the ratio or the fraction are in the lowest form. Then if I find out 12 and 15, then 12 and 15 the ratio is means the 12 is to 15 are not in the lowest term, because the SCF of 12 and 15 is 3. So if we divided 12 by 15 divided by 3, it is 4 by 5. Now we can see that means 4 by 5 or 4 is to 5 is the lowest form of what? 12 by 5. That means when you find out the common factor of 4 is to 5, then the common factor of 4 is to 5 is 1. This is the simplest form. You can, if there is a number is there, then means you can find 221 by 137. Then you just find out the SCF between 221 and 137. If the SCF between the two term is 1, then we can say that the ratio are in the lowest form. If the SCF is other than 1, then we just divide the both the term by the SCF, then we just find out the lowest term of the given numbers. Then now it's equivalent. As all of you know that equivalent fraction, equivalent decimals. Then here also what? Equivalent ratio. That means equivalent means equal value. That means if I say A by B, then A into M by B into M, or A divided M and B divided M, the both are the equivalent with A by B. That means ratio which can be expressed as one common ratio in their simplest form. If I say 12 by 25, 12 by 15 is equal to 4 by 5, then we can say that when you find the lowest term also, we got 4 by 5. Then 12 by 15, then 24 by 30, then 36 by 45 means our equivalent ratio, because when you find the lowest term of each terms, then lowest form, then we can find out 4 by 5. That means ratio which can be expressed as one common ratio in the simplest form are called equivalent ratio. That means equivalent 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6 is equal to 3 by 9 is equal to 4 by 12. That means that 1 is to 3 is equal to 2 is to 6 is equal to 3 is to 9 is equal to 4 is to 9 are the equivalent ratio. In the next video, we'll come with questions, then how you solve and find the solution. Thank you.